Hello everyone, it's Vanessa. Welcome back to the channel, and I'm very excited to share our 5th annual Top 10 Cheapest All-Inclusive Resorts for 2024. As always, we'll be looking at those all-inclusives that give you the best value for a stress-free vacation on a budget. All rates will be per room for 2 people, and for the best possible rates, be sure to avoid the months of December through March due to demand. And lastly, before we begin, a quick note to all my members. We've done Top 10 Cheapest All-Inclusives for 5 years, Top 10 Adults Only for 5 years as well, and I've been getting requests to combine the two and do a Top 10 Cheapest Adults Only Resorts. So look for that to come soon in one of your 3 exclusive videos each month. Can't wait. And with that being said, let's jump into the countdown. Let's kick things off at number 10 in the beautiful country of Bermuda, which I really need to do more reviews about because it's such an underrated place. But we're going to take a look at the Grotto Bay Beach Resort, coming in at an average $300 a night for a wonderful property filled with amenities. Located just 3 minutes from the airport in Hamilton Parish. Don't worry, there isn't much flight traffic to ruin your quiet, but it's an ideal location sitting on a hill. So there is some climbing, but you'll be within walking distance to great restaurants and bars like the famous Swizzle Inn, which is especially important in a country where visitors can't rent cars. When you enter the property, you'll find the lobby to be very warm and inviting, almost like a cozy living room, and the 210 rooms are spacious and many have ocean views. But hands down, the best part is their cave spa. I'm a sucker for a good spa setting, and this is one of the most unique I've ever seen, located inside the grotto with 2 massage tables directly over the water. It's great. Outside, you'll find a lovely beach with very calm swimming, as well as a freeform pool which overlooks the beach. For dining, your all-inclusive rate offers 3 meals at the 3 on-site restaurants and even includes afternoon tea. And I think the restaurants are a definite highlight of the property, serving great food. If you compare properties around Bermuda, this is without a doubt the best deal with consistently the cheapest rates on the island. But the best part is you don't have to sacrifice quality for a budget stay. Number 9. Club Med Turquoise Turks and Caicos. Coming in at $315 a night, this adults-only all-inclusive is ideally located on a private stretch of gorgeous beachfront 30 minutes from the airport and surprisingly hidden, located past a guarded entrance down a very long driveway, so a very private property. Renovated in 2018, the 290 rooms still look very nice, and they added 80 deluxe level rooms with balconies for the first time, so you now get some incredible beach views. The pool was also redone and looks much better, much more modern. But let's just talk about the real draw of this property, which is the breathtaking Grace Bay Beach, which is consistently named one of the best in the world, with powder soft sand and beautiful water, just amazing. For dining, the Grace Bay restaurant has very good food, especially for breakfast, and it was also renoed with a more modern style. And like most Club Med properties, you'll have plenty of activity offerings with snorkeling and scuba diving during the day, and later on, sunset happy hours, live music, and performers around the pool. So if you're looking to be constantly entertained, you'll be very happy here. But in my opinion, the best part of all, which is why it makes my list, you get to enjoy one of the most incredible beaches in the world for much less than the other properties. And you're all sitting on the same beach, so why pay more when you don't have to? Number 8. Divi Dutch Village Beach Resort, Aruba, coming in at an average $250 a night. So there are several Divi properties on the island, but this one stands out for me because, like my last pick, it was also renovated in 2018, which has made a huge difference. So it's located in what is known as the Low-Rise Hotel District, and just 10 minutes from Oranjestad and the airport, and just 5 minutes to what I think is the best beach in the Caribbean, Eagle Beach. During the extensive reno, they added a 3,000 square foot check-in building, which is where you'll drive in and enter the very nice and modern lobby. All suites got new bathrooms, reconfigured balconies and patios, and more modern furnishings. It basically looks like a different property, which is a good thing. And one of my favorite things about this place is the size options for units, from studios to 3-bedroom suites, just an incredible variety. Outside, they completely redesigned and reconfigured their 3 pools and added a swim-up bar as well as poolside service, so the poolside experience is much nicer now. And best of all, you're just steps from Druitt Beach, and while it's not Eagle Beach nice, it's still a great beach for walking and swimming. And for dining, the all-inclusive package, you get access to dining at the sister Divi Aruba property, as well as Tamarin Aruba via their complimentary shuttle. So 11 restaurants and 9 bars, making it an incredible value stay in beautiful Aruba. Number 7, Paradisus Cancun, coming in at an average $250 a night. So this is a super cool looking property made of 5 interconnected pyramids sitting on a beautiful section of the hotel zone 30 minutes from the airport. Now, right away, I'll tell you guys, you might feel overwhelmed at first just by the sheer size of this place, but there are many benefits because it's such a big place. The lobby is huge and was part of a renovation project in 2017 and again in 2022, during which they also renovated the whopping 657 rooms, and they've held up well. Definitely a huge improvement from how they looked before. The thing that I love about this property, in addition to its affordability, is its wide range of appeal. They have tons of daytime activities for families, from a 9-hole golf course to tennis, yoga, Pilates, and meditation classes, and even 3 zones for kids from infants up to teens. And if you prefer an adults-only experience, the Royal Service section has its own private beach and pool areas, as well as butler service for a much more relaxing and luxurious option. So it has something for every type of stay. I do want to highlight the main swimming pool really quickly. It's freeform in design with a swim-up bar and stretches almost the length of the resort, and also never feels crowded, which is a definite bonus. The beach is also lovely. They're pretty good about cleaning seaweed, but can get rough sometimes, so something to consider. Great dining variety as well, and while quality can vary, you'll never get bored of the options. So bottom line, it's a crowd pleaser at a very great rate, especially for the hotel zone, and while the food can be subpar, it's still one of the best deals in Cancun. Number 6, Iberostar Rose Hall Beach, coming in at $300 a night in Montego Bay, Jamaica, less than 20 minutes from the airport. So this property is part of a 3-resort complex from the Iberostar brand and is the least expensive of the 3, which is one of the reasons it makes my list. Now, right away, I'll tell you, this is a very active property. Not the spot for relaxation, but if you're looking for a fun resort filled with activity, you'll love it here. The beach is very nice, but does get crowded with water aerobics classes and other activities, but don't knock those classes. The water is clear and warm, and it's a nice way to spend the afternoon. The pool is the real standout though. It's awesome, just so big with an infinity edge, and no matter how full and rowdy the pool gets, and it definitely does, you never feel crowded. Nice dining variety at this one as well. The Japanese restaurant Samurai is the best, don't miss that one, and the beach grill is open late, so between that and late night room service, you won't go hungry. Also at the bars, ask the bartender for their specialty drink. Those are always the best. Lots of entertainment options during the day and night, although daytime options are usually better overall. So bottom line, yes, this is a property which can get crowded and noisy, but that's because it's one of the best deals in Montego Bay, which draws crowds. It's almost always at capacity. But many pros here with a great Montego Bay location, very impressive pool, lots of included activities and games throughout the day to keep guests of all ages entertained, and pretty good food and drinks, all for an affordable, all-inclusive rate in popular Montego Bay. Now let's get into the top 5 with Gran Festival in Manzanillo, Mexico. At an average $130 a night, I mean, that's unheard of these days, you guys. Sad but true. It's one of the best all-inclusive values anywhere. Now, because the rate is so low, there are some concessions you're going to have to make. I'm going to be very transparent here, and one of the big ones is that the beach, Playa Miramar, is across the road and it's public, so there are vendors. But to get there, you just need to cross a bridge that goes over the highway, and it's right on the other side. The property itself is very big, with attractive, well-maintained grounds filled with trees, and the 450 rooms are in cute 3-story buildings with the same style, and each one has a balcony. The rooms are okay, not great, but for the rate, they're perfectly fine. Where the property really excels is amenities. You have 6 pools, an adult-only solarium, lots of activities for kids, archery, paintball, ziplining, and a discotheque for teens and adults at night. Dining is just okay. All the meals are served in an open-air area by the main pool, and you also have an a la carte Mexican option for all 3 meals on certain days. So overall, the big negatives are the beach across the road and the mediocre rooms. But if you're traveling as a family, the way resort rates have gone up, this is one of the best rates you can get traveling with kids, with plenty to keep everyone entertained, making it by number 5 cheapest, all-inclusive. Number 4, Occidental to Cancun, coming in at $210 per night. This Barcelo property is one of my favorite all-inclusive deals in the hotel zone of Cancun, giving a great first impression as soon as you arrive with an airy and attractive lobby with pool and ocean views. And let me tell you, the beach is beautiful, lined with palm trees and loungers and beautiful water, which can get strong, but they have lifeguards posted. You also have 3 pool areas to choose from, with an adults-only option, a family-friendly one with swim-up bar, and a kids' pool by the Kids Club. They all stay open late and have great ocean views. Dining quality is strong at this one, with Mexican and Italian options, which also have great views. You'll see a lot of couples who continue the night at their theater, which offers nightly shows with bar service. My big negative for this one, and my only one really, are the 336 rooms, which, while they do have ocean views, could definitely stand some updating. And not sure if they do this to everyone, but sometimes when you check in, they'll give you an unexpected sales pitch, which isn't the best way to start your vacation. But overall, a very strong property, you guys, on a great beach near shopping with lots of activities for kids and adults alike. And if you can overlook the outdated rooms, it's a very good all-inclusive deal on a budget. Let's kick off our top 3 with Hotel Riu Palace Cabo San Lucas at an average $275 a night. I've talked in my resort reports about how the Riu brand is one of the best if you're looking for an all-inclusive on a budget. And this property, located just outside of downtown Cabo San Lucas and 40 minutes from the airport, is one of their absolute best. So it's a big place with 642 rooms. Make sure yours isn't near the activity pool or it'll be really loud. But most of them have great views, although, like most of the properties on my list, they could stand to be renoed a bit. And I just want to jump in here and mention that Riu has another property in Cabo, the Riu Santa Fe, and while it was just renovated about a year ago, and it's a little cheaper, it's not nearly as good of an experience as this one, just FYI. So you have 2 big pools to choose from, the activity one I mentioned earlier, complete with swim-up bar, and one for relaxation. The activity one does get crowded and loungers go quickly, so be ready. And the beach is beautiful, but like most in Cabo, too rough for swimming. Dining includes 6 restaurants with great variety, and like most Riu properties, after dark they offer lots of shows and impersonators and live music. So bottom line, this is a very strong budget resort. The location is somewhat removed from the action, but also accessible to downtown Cabo. It's attractive with well-manicured grounds, plus the amenities are great. You'll always have something to do. Lots of dining variety from American pub food to Asian fusion, very good pools, which is crucial to a good all-inclusive vacay, and you have plenty of both daytime and nighttime entertainment options to choose from, making it my favorite budget all-inclusive resort in Cabo. Number 2. Grand Palladium Colonial Riviera Maya. Coming in at an average $250 a night, you get a huge 5-star resort located 30 minutes south of Playa del Carmen and 30 minutes north of the ruins of Tulum. The complex consists of 5 separate resorts, and all guests have access to amenities, dining, drinks, and entertainment of the others, so a huge value just with that perk alone. The 414 rooms are simple but pretty nice. The beds are comfy, and great news, they will be renovating the rooms this spring. I was super excited when I heard that. So on to amenities. The number of dining options between the 4 properties is almost overwhelming. Plus, you have 20 bars as well, so trying new experiences each day is one of the perks of staying here. You'll never run out of places to try. The beach is very nice, soft white sand, pretty turquoise water, but the pools are the big draw, especially the main one, which is nice and big, very spread out with lots of lounge space and a swim-up bar. Kids water park just off the main pool and an adults-only pool between the Colonial and White Sand and Riviera properties. And most of the amenities are at this location as well, with the bulk of the bars, a theater, shops, and even a sports center which offers tennis, archery, mini golf, and soccer. It's also a great property for exploring, with gardens and 3 cenotes on site. They do have golf cart shuttles to get you around, or you can rent a Segway to zip around, which is pretty fun. So bottom line, good beach, great pools, rooms are about to be updated, dozens of dining and drink options, way more than you can experience in a trip, plenty of games, shows, classes for kids and adults alike. Minus the overwhelming size of the property, which I think is fun to explore, there aren't really any negatives, making it my number 2 cheapest all-inclusive. And number 1, Iberostar Costa Dorada. Not only is this my number 1 pick, but it's one of my favorite hidden gems. It gets very little attention, and at an average $170 a night, this all-inclusive resort is such an amazing deal. So it's located 20 minutes from the Puerto Plata airport in the Dominican Republic, and with prices being what they are for everything these days, if you're on a tight budget, I suggest you explore resorts outside of Punta Cana for better deals. And as I've said many times in my reviews, Puerto Plata is such an underrated area. The property itself is a good size with a huge pool, which feels like 3 to 4 pools with the way it's sectioned, and offers great entertainment around the pool each day. It also has a lovely stretch of beach, which is nice and big, with lots of trees and loungers, not the best looking water, but nice beach, and plenty of activities like dance classes, bingo, Spanish lessons, water aerobics, contests, and games to keep guests busy late into the night. But what I really want to highlight is the great food, which is rare for a budget all-inclusive, and the overall style and design of the property is very attractive, with manicured lawns, arched entryways, and wrought iron accents. None of it seems like a budget experience. The 516 rooms are very basic, but clean and well-maintained like the rest of the property, and have mini bars as well as furnished balconies that offer pool, lake, or ocean views. So while it's not fancy or a luxurious property by any means, it's a solid all-inclusive with no negatives in my opinion. Plenty of activities, good beach, really great pool, quality dining, all for a great all-inclusive nightly rate, making it my number 1 cheapest all-inclusive resort for 2024. So there you have our 5th annual Top 10 Cheapest All-Inclusive Resorts for 2024, and I really hope you found it to be helpful. As many of you know, I am changing my focus to the membership section. This will likely be my last Top 10 Cheapest, but please weigh in and let me know if this is one of your annual favorites or if you're just sick of these videos and looking for something new. This is Vanessa for Passport Pages. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you all very soon. Bye, guys.